as through they come with 3 laps to go now. Brabham pressing hard on the back of Paul Morris. They run down East Shoreline Drive, down to a really vital part of this track where lots of passing can happen. And now Robbie Gordon's in this. Brabham pulls out. Brabham pulls out now. He's got a chance to grab the lead here, and he does.
Brabham, nice clean pass right there. Didn't even have to lean on the dude. We've seen a lot of passing here, but this is aggressive passing, and if the guy you're trying to put some pressure on doesn't give you a little leeway here, you're gonna put a truck in the wall, you're gonna crash, it's gonna take you out because you're going so fast, going into turn 1 right there. So far, so good. As we see the number 7 Toyo Tires driver of Robbie Gordon, he's now in P4. He's starting to apply more and more pressure to that Royal Purple driver of Gavin Harlan. Meanwhile, right back a few spots further behind, you see the Replay XD always evolving team. Those guys are kind of going the wrong direction. Hamilton Jr. had a little bit of trouble. Eric Davis moving back a little bit. Oh, and speaking of which, I believe
Davis.
It is Davis up on his lid playing turtle.
Look at the damage to the wall, left-hand side, and we've thrown the red flags out. The red flag has come out here with 3 laps to go. Oh, whoa. Davis! That's a big moment.
Big hit right there for Davis as he gets up on his side. And there's Bill Hines, get a replay of him. He sees Davis there up on his lid. Here's one more slow-mo. Gets into the wall there. That wall slides out a little bit on him. Wild rider. Look at Eric Davis out of the truck, looking good.
So he jumps out the truck here at Long Beach. We'll take a short break. The red flags are out. Come back and join us soon. Welcome back to the Grand Prix of Long Beach. It's round 6 of the Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks, and this crowd, haven't they enjoyed the action so far? The red flag was just thrown for the Eric Davis incident. He's jumped out of truck number 75, and we're getting set for the restart in race number 1.
Good news is Eric Davis up and walking fine, looking good. He is good. Bad news, Matty Brabham's out front, so Paul Morris, he's like, I just lost the lead to a clean pass to Matt Brabham. We're off and running. This will count as the second mandatory competition caution. Since they just went red, that was the comp caution. We are racing to the finish right now as Paul Morris goes to the outside of Matty Brabham right here. We're on board of Morris. He gets in front of Brabham, a clean pass, basically almost the same pass that Brabham just threw on him a lap ago.
We didn't give that pass the justice it deserved. That was the outside into turn number 1, and the dude retakes the lead with 2 laps to go as they sweep around the roundabout and down to turn number 4.
How impressive is it that these guys are running that hard and barely even leaning on each other? I mean, being absolute gentlemen in these trucks here, you don't see that a lot in Stadium Super Trucks. It gets hard, it gets aggressive, it gets violent in these vehicles at times, but these guys just wide open and racing like true gentlemen, like real race car drivers should.
Best way to describe it, violent. That's what these trucks are all about. 600 horsepower. They leap high into the air around this Long Beach street course. Brabham, what has he got for us with 2 laps to go? He chases down Paul Morris, who of course won race number 3 on the streets of Adelaide, and he's hungry for more victories in 2017. Contact in the background there for Hamilton Jr. This now allows PJ Jones for a sniff as they run down East Seaside Way.
You see Junior, he gets to the wall right there. We've seen several vehicles get in the wall right there. Just scrubbing, they're trying to not scrub any speed. There is Jones in the Speed Energy Menards truck. Gets to the inside, and Lion Dyke gets into Jones, takes him out. That's gonna be a conversation in the paddock area later on, I guarantee. As you see, Jones minding his own business. Ari Lion Dyke gets in him, spins him out. See if we can get a replay of that. We do. We're on board right now with PJ Jones and the Menards Speed Energy number 98. He's good, not so good. Gets spun around. How'd that happen? He sees, there goes Ari Lion Dyke in the number 25 live truck. He's gonna make a mental note of that, I guarantee. There is Ari, comes in a little hot, bump, moves him around. He's gonna say, Ari, you know better than that. You've been in a lot of types of race cars. Is on board with Ari Lion Dyke in the live truck, comes in, boom. And I tell you, from past races, there might already be some bad blood there, so a little more blood spilled on the streets of Long Beach.
I don't think that blood has simmered in the past 12 months. The white flag flies. 1 lap to go now of this Long Beach street course for Paul Morris. He's got about 4 or 5 truck lengths now over Matt Brabham. We watch the Hoff sitting back in 5th position as they make the run down to turn 1, and Brab's like a praying mantis looking to make the move now in the final lap.
You see him right there, about to bite the head off of Morris as he goes into turn 1 and 2, up on 3 wheels. We're just over a half a lap left to go. Morris, Paul the dude, he is out in front. Matt Brabham in second. Harlan, a young man, he is looking for his first podium here at Stadium Super Trucks. As you see, right there is number 7. He's like, easy, should I move him out of the way? Should Robbie Gordon say, should I move him out of the way? Should I be a gentleman? Should I let the kid get a podium? I'd like to say right now, with just a few turns left to go, that he's going to get aggressive, but you never know what's going to happen here. Maybe he's going to let Gavin Harlan get his first podium.
Well, Harlan's making him go the hard way around, and Gordon, with all those years of experience, the two-time champ, trying to go side by side with the rookie of this year's series. And how is the air time for Matt Brabham? And still manages to get the Safecraft entry up into the lead. Fantastic move.
Throwing dude back to the inside of him as they drag race here. How Brabham just buckled himself back together after that huge air time, was able to dive to the inside and make it stick. Unreal, as they are just wide open down through this section. This is where we saw trouble for Didi earlier on. Both break real easy. Little smoke off the Toyo tires of the 83. Matt Brabham, he gets into the Toyo tires jump. In the lead right now. 2 turns left to go.
Brabham protecting the racing line. He's got one turn, one hard break around here. Oh, but dude, it's classic Paul Morris. The elbows are up, the fists are up, but Brabham, that's going to be enough to collect another win. He gets back-to-back wins here. He won at St. Petersburg and wins race number 1 on the streets of Long Beach.
What a wild ride. Of course, the last and final turn there. Paul the Dude Morris, you got to say, 1 turn left to go. I got to give him 1 stuff. You know, they've been clean the whole race. What a wild ride there. Brabham, Morris in P2. Gavin Harlan, he gets his first podium. Robbie Gordon in P4. And the Hoff in P5. What a wild ride for all those guys. And really, right to the end, they leaned on each other, but that was good, fun, clean racing by these guys.
And well done to our top 3 in race number 1, round number 6 of the championship. Matt Brabham, the winner. Paul Morris second. Harlan was third. Gordon in 4th. And Jeff Hoffman completes the top 5 in race number 1. Let's head down and catch up with Matt Brabham.
Yeah, obviously, started from the back, qualified on pole yesterday, and had my work cut out for me. So just me and Robbie were trying to pick our way through the field and not get our trucks too beat up for the last caution. And I just managed to get through a bit quicker than Robbie, and obviously got right in a good position for the competition caution. You know, 2 guys going for the win, and we have a lot of respect for each other. Paul racing my dad back in the day, as he was saying, and we were just 2 guys going for the win. So obviously I was trying to check him up a little bit and make sure I got a good run out of the corner, and he was trying to sneak it up the inside. So no, but just happy with the win, and big thanks to all my sponsors and Safecraft for putting me in the truck and giving me a good crack at it.